Welcome to the show, everybody. Joining Mukesh and me today is Nathan Gomes from Liverpool and Rohit George from Manchester, or as we like to call
Hello.
it, Nathan Gomes from Bandra and Rohit George
Yeah, I
from
was
Andheri.
just gonna say that.
Hashtag Aukat.
I
Hashtag
just
Awqad indeed.
just got happy for a second. I'm like, wow, no one said this to me before.
I mean, you've had multiple reasons, both you and Mukesh, to be happy this season. It's us, Rohit and I, people like us who have
Yes.
had very few reasons to be happy. And it has come to a point where a draw against Liverpool
It's
seems like a
celebrated.
victory.
Yeah, it feels like a loss
Moral
for
victory.
Liverpool
Yeah.
at this point.
Mukesh, I too feel that if United, who were in 14th place and having the season that they're having, drew at Anfield against Liverpool, who are top of the table and having the season they're having, Liverpool should get 0 points and United should get 3 points. That's just fair.
Take
Yeah, that
75
is
points
fair.
now. Just take in one game. And then see for the rest of the season, you'll end up with 76 points. That's what I guarantee you. I guarantee
Wouldn't
that.
that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? Is that one of Pep Guardiola style challenges? We discussed this in the last episode for Nathan and Rohit that Guardiola has made it a challenge to himself where he's like, Man City will not finish with 90 points. They will finish with a maximum of 88.
Yeah,
So now
88.
they've thrown the gauntlet to everybody else saying, you get 90 points and show. If you get 90 points, then you're winning. Otherwise, we are winning. Because since that time, like they've won like all their games. Like they won the last 2-3 games, I think, in quick succession. So City are also back.
As the
Uh,
PEDs are back, boys.
yeah, this City. It started, guys. It's starting January is here, and City are sadly
Watch
here
as
as
the
well.
eyebrows of all these Man City players disappear, which is the biggest effect of PEDs.
I mean, that and erectile dysfunction, but I don't think either of us are in any position to
Yeah.
comment on that.
I was like,
We are looking.
wait, I don't know what this
Oh,
Mumbai
yeah.
City FC gig
Yeah,
you
right.
do is,
Yeah, dude,
but
what are these comments,
that
bro?
is not
No.
what we have
I,
access
I
to.
I want to categorically say on this episode right now, I do not know which direction Jack Grealish's penis goes in. All right, I have no concept of it. Rodri's, on the other hand, slightly towards the left. So yes, but no, we are not here to talk about Man City. We've got two Liverpool fans and two United fans here today because we are talking about Liverpool 2, Man United 2. What a
Great.
fucking game! Like
Yeah, great game,
apart
entertaining.
Class.
apart from happiness for at least one set of supporters and possibly disappointment for another set of supporters, those being United, who should be disappointed and were disappointed that we didn't win the game. Fucking for the neutral, what a cracking game!
Dude, it
Yeah.
from a, I mean, yeah, it wasn't. I went to Rasta
Hmm.
yesterday, the LFC Mumbai screenings, and it was the atmosphere was pretty cool. It was
Nice.
nice. Everybody singing the chants, and I you know what I did not enjoy yesterday. Game ke pehle, every Liverpool fan, barring me, except me, was so confident. Like, हम लोग जीतेंगे यार 2-0 3-0 आराम से. They started singing chants like who the fuck are Man United?
Of course.
Who, yeah, just continuously. Game has
Wait,
started.
wait, what was it again? What was it again? How did it go?
Who the fuck are Man United? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just standing there. At one point, I'm just like looking at them like, guys, just be careful. Because I told Rohit yesterday, I'm like, bye, I sense a draw happening. Because no, ever since that 7-0 defeat, if United have come to Anfield twice, including yesterday, and I had the same thing. I'm like, now next year they'll come to Anfield and they'll lose 100%. But I had this feeling like, nah, yeah, draw. And after watching the game, great game. I want to slap Trent personally, but it's okay. I'll leave him there.
Yeah.
And just I would have literally thrown a fit if Harry Maguire
I
had
was
made
just going
that
to say,
last.
okay, on this podcast, I
It's
have
okay.
always been kind to Harry Maguire, and I feel like that good karma has finally paid back when he missed that shot. Because if United scored a 97th minute winner with Harry Maguire
At
scoring
Anfield.
at Anfield, right? I think I would not have turned. I would have quit corner flag forever.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, Now, I was, we'll get to Harry Maguire. I was going to go chronologically in the game, starting with Martinez's goal. But
Yeah.
Nathan, you've brought up Trent and your personal desire to slap him, so I'm just going to help you rip into him. I feel Trent is one of the most overrated players in the Premier League. Absolutely fucking overrated player. Set piece merchant, dead ball merchant. That is it.
I,
He's a.
I,
Let me. You know what? I'm sure Liverpool fans will comment on this specific reel and give me pelters on this. I don't care. He is supposed to be a defender who cannot defend. Case in
that's
point, case in
neutral about
point,
it. I'm neutral about it.
the Martinez goal, right? He wasn't
Second
able.
goal
He
also.
he went with Bruno Fernandes, who dragged him out of position so easily, and let one of our centre halves go in and score a goal. Trent was beaten in a foot race by Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot got the better of him throughout the entire game.
Yeah,
This is not
yeah,
Cristiano Ronaldo. This is not even Ahmad. This
yeah.
is
Gallo.
Diogo Dalot. This is our left wing back who was getting the best out of England's best right back, apparently. He did not win a single duel in the game.
Yeah.
And if reports are to be believed, Real Madrid have offered Liverpool £20 million to buy him now with 6 months left on his contract, or they'll take him for a free. I would say to Liverpool, take the money and let him fuck off.
I've this has been on as much as I admire Trent. I mean, yeah, what you said, overrated. Chal, thoda, that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
That is what we do for sensationalism.
That's a bit
But
of a
it's true.
stretch. I agree for a defender. I think it's just one of those games where but given slot, how ruthless he is, I don't think he's starting the next match. Now that Bradley
Okay.
is also back.
Here, Amogh, if you are criticizing in this game, I completely give it to you. If you're saying, hey, there are quite a few games where he's caught as a defender, I'll be like, okay, I'll give you that also. But I think first calling him overrated is you're
Yeah,
channeling your
dude.
Arnab
Thoda
Goswami.
se zyada hai,
Bit of a
bro.
stretch, Amogh.
Come on, as a United fan, you can't turn on me here. I'm trying to rile up
I'm
the
not turning
opposition.
you.
Well, that's one, okay.
So
But
here's the
but
thing.
but but here's where what I'll give
Like,
you.
for the most,
I
we had a
think
bad game yesterday. I'll give you that.
yeah. But
But
I
I'll
was
still,
so
I mean, you seem to have like a bias against Trent for some
Oh,
reason, apart
for
from the whole.
sure, for sure. I'll tell you, Rohit, what my bias is. Right,
Okay.
he is considered to be England's best right back, which is a defensive position, and he's a person who cannot defend. Right, that is one. Second thing is,
हाँ.
every time I say something incendiary about Trent Alexander Arnold, engagement बढ़ता है Instagram पे यार.
Okay. Then,
Yeah, fuck
okay,
Trent,
then
bro.
sure.
What a horrible player. Please take him to Madrid.
हम लोग
Ja,
contacting
just
him
leave.
oh
Just go, man.
Nathan, come on, you and I
Yeah,
also
man.
fucking Trent sucks, dude. He should go to Madrid. Nathan, now you say it. Now you say it. Oh, he won't be allowed at Rasta next match.
I'm going to clip that very
No,
thing.
dude. People at Rasta yesterday were also furious. They're like, yeah, mother, they're just going ham. And bro, Van Dijk was pissed off on him. Did you see his
Yeah,
expressions?
it's also Van Dijk
It
reaction.
was.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I'm like, firstly, Van Dijk's a great captain. I like him as a captain and as a player. But you could see the frustration throughout on his face.
Yeah.
And I think when Garnacho came on, they conceded that corner, no, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So Trent made a wrong pass, and I think this guy intercepted it and took it, and then he conceded. Van Dijk cleared, blocked it, went for a corner. So as soon as it went out for the corner, Van Dijk's tracking back and just nodding his head like.
Yeah.
And at one point, it was not shown that he looked at Trent, but you could tell that he's nodding his head towards Trent.
Yeah.
And that was all of us at Rasta also. Kya kar raha hai yaar, just... And you know what? Like you said, when Trent did not win any duels, Connor Bradley has subbed on the pitch on the 87th or whatever minute, and he's won one duel in within 10 minutes.
And he has a shot on target. Which is supposed to be what Trent's role is, right? Because he's supposed to defend and at least, if not a cross, put a shot on target, right? And I'm like, he got both in a span of 3 minutes.
Yeah, something around that much. So I was just, dude. I'm just glad that that Harry Maguire gold. I would have not come on this podcast today. I'm like, balls to you guys.
I would have come
It
to
would
your
have been a
house.
great podcast. Even like an even better podcast if that had to go on, but that would have been too much to like. That would have been
Yeah.
too good to be true, right?
Dude,
Have
firstly,
you guys seen Sardar Udham? where this guy goes to England to kill some guy. I would have gone to Liverpool, killed Trent,
Shot the fucker down, bro.
and be like, "You'll never walk alone." And tuck, 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 tuck. I would have
Dude,
become an
where I
assassin.
stay down my street, out of like 90% of the boys here are all United fans,
Yeah.
and Madrid fans somehow mysteriously.
Oh,
Ronaldo.
soon to
Yeah,
be Trent
Ronaldo,
fans, huh?
and there's like just two or three Arsenal fans and like two or three Liverpool fans, zero Chelsea fans. So these boys, I went for a walk, I went for a run, I came back home, and I met a couple of them. And they're like, bro, we would have thrashed you guys yesterday. And he's giving me that side look. I'm like, fucker, what? Yes, you would have, but don't say it with so much pride. You're from 14th or 13th. Chill.
Okay, I'm sorry, Nathan. We went from 14 to 13. Where did you go from? From first to first. You're in the same position. We made progress. Fuck you.
Yeah, it counts, still counts.
Tangible progress.
Yeah,
No tangible
Behind Crystal
progress,
Palace.
it's like
exactly. But Mukesh, what are your thoughts on Lisandro Martinez scoring that goal, man? Like, it could have been a case where Lisandro Martinez and Harry Maguire, two centre halves, score against Liverpool,
Not even headers.
and not even headers.
Yeah. My feeling for that is tears and tears. Is that feeling enough? The fact that he's good because it's so obvious that Trent was just jogging. He severely underestimated
Yeah,
Lisandro, which could be the case, right? That arrogance of
Yeah.
oh, I'm a coveted player of Real Madrid. I'm not going to, be like marking this guy.
yeah.
And suddenly he's like, oh shit, this guy because it was an incredible shot. Because actually, I think people forget that, of course, Lisandro Martinez was let on by Trent, but it was still a very hard shot. He
Yeah.
scored it, I think, I think that small sliver on top was the only place where probably Alisson couldn't have saved it comfortably.
Yeah.
Right, and he got it there.
Yeah.
So I think Trent was a little cocky. So to me, it was more of great shot, but also Trent, don't get cocky. Everybody around you is still a Premier League player,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's not. You're not playing against championship sides.
Also, Lisandro Martinez is a World Cup winner.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, like, Trent, stay humble, eh?
Oh, that's turned out well.
I've
When
had
people
the
say that,
privilege to
that's
watch
turned
him.
out well.
Yeah.
Speaking of Martinez, who knew he could finish better than Zirkzee, man? Or even
Yeah,
better than
yeah,
Haaland for that
dude.
matter.
Yeah, I mean, when he finds himself in positions like that, I feel like Martinez does have a great shot on him, especially on his left foot. I think it's very underrated
no,
because he
it's true,
also
it's true.
puts in those long
Yeah.
balls from defense as well. So we know that he might be short, but he packs quite a punch. So there's that. But
Nice.
if we are, to be fair, if we are going to completely double down on Trent's bad performance in this game, which was atrocious, I feel it's only fair for Rohit and I, as United fans, to also point out how poor Matthias de Ligt was in this game, because he was
Yeah,
at
he
fault
had a
for
bad
both
game.
goals.
Yeah.
Both
Now
goals, yes.
this is a guy, all right, who I just cannot understand. When he was at Ajax, he was one of the youngest captains at Ajax. He was supposed to be such a great leader. Goes to Bayern, goes to Juventus. Sorry, the other way around. Goes to Juventus, then goes to Bayern.
That is true.
So has played for some of the best teams in Europe, and now when he comes to United, you feel like okay, he's almost a finished article now. But there are still so many rookie errors in his game, right? Because the first goal now, when Gakpo equalizes just 6 minutes after Martinez's goal, what the fuck was De Ligt doing? There was no reason for him to slide in like that so rashly.
Yeah.
True. Cody Gakpo has scored some pretty important goals this season.
Absolutely, and he's a great player, right? He's a fantastic
On the
finisher.
goal he scored yesterday was also a banger, to be honest.
It was, and full credit to Gakpo because he was not possibly first choice under Klopp for sure.
Yeah.
At the start of Slott's reign, he wasn't first choice as well, but now he's really grown into that
grown
role
himself.
that he wants to play. But
Before
I,
it
as a
was-
fan, while watching,
Before it used to be Slot and Salah and Inshallah, and now it is Gakpo, please score. Now it's also there's one more release point. Huh?
yeah. But this is my thing, right? Like, as a fan watching, there was a chance that Gakpo had before where he was coming in from the left, and instead of using his left foot to shoot on goal, he tried to flick it with his right and it went wide. right? So
Yeah, that
you
was
don't
not.
even need analysis before the game or watch like recordings of how key players play. ये तेरे साथ हुआ है गेम में 15 मिनट पहले हुआ. He is not going to shoot with his left leg. He is always going to try and cut into his right. Why are you sliding in? Why are you overcommitting yourself as a defender?
This is like that goal from the. I mean, I don't mean to bring this up at this point, but like from the 7-0 match,
Of
the
course, you meant to
first.
bring this up, bastard. Don't be all like fake models. I don't want to break up the 7-0.
This it looked so identical, like the way he'll cut it. It was obvious, and he still did it. Delete. So
मेरे को 7-0 याद ही नहीं इतना गोल्स हुआ था मैं सब इट्स पीटीएसडी इट्स आउट ऑफ माय मेमोरी मैंने ऐसे सप्रेस किया है वो इमोशंस को आई हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 7-0 व्हेन डिड दैट हैपन फक
yeah,
दैट
हुआ था एक बार. मेरे को याद नहीं है.
but Rohit even the second goal which is the Salah penalty which gets
Yeah, the
Liverpool
penalty,
2-1 up
Yeah.
firstly
I mean,
do
I
you think
thought
it was a
that-
handball
I thought proximity would have saved him, and I was hoping that would be the case because he was pretty close to the ball, and like even the commentators were talking about how proximity could have uh saved him from not being a penalty. But then I guess if you're following the rules to the T, and then it is a handball, and like we had got it right in that sense, and yeah, it was a penalty for me. I can't defend it beyond that. And again, the commentator again he was like, I understand the proximity thing, but why was his hand up there in the first place?
yeah
That's
So that becomes an issue.
exactly.
Yeah, it is a penalty. I can't defend it more than he defended it rather.
yeah, he did not defend it well at all. But there was that. And of course, the final goal coming from Ahmad Garnacho coming
Yeah.
on and laying it on for him.
Yeah.
Again, Trent is found lacking. Oh,
Yeah.
that felt so good. And then, of course,
But you know what it felt? It felt like it was coming. I'll tell you when I knew
Yeah.
it was coming, right? When
Yeah.
Slot got on Nunes and Jota in the
Jackson.
same substitution, no, in the same
Yeah.
substitution,
Yeah.
right? We had like 5 attackers and 5 defenders. That means there was pretty much no midfield, right? Because
Yeah.
Gravenberch and McAllister were also playing pretty much
I don't know.
central defense.
Yeah.
They were, so it just gave 5 attackers and 5 defenders, and Nunes is a donkey, right? He's playing for no team. He's like he's the donkey. Like he's not playing for any team in particular. So it became very evident
Love
that
the way you
there
said
would
it,
be
man.
a very good chance or a very clear attack from United, and it will become basketball, just transitions, right? There wouldn't be any midfield. And when Trent was jogging back, I think
Yeah,
just 5 minutes
dude,
before that, there was another chance where I think this guy yelled at him again. Van Dijk yelled at him, and Konate had to cover some 1,000 meters,
Yeah.
right? And then Trent is still jogging back, and there's nothing else. And then the donkey goes and fouls.
Yeah, what a
De Ligt at some
stupid
point. And I
fucking
think
tackle, dude. I
it
got
just
so
felt like,
irritated.
oh my god, this Liverpool are going to concede, and that's exactly what happened. United didn't even have to try very hard,
Yeah.
right?
Dude, oh god, that Nunes yellow card. What? Why did?
No, okay. Honestly, if it was a red, I wouldn't have been surprised. I would have been quite thankful.
I mean,
Is Nunes one player that Liverpool fans are happy to see sent off?
Yeah, the commentator was like, "Oh, he will
Given
be
his
missing
recent
next week's match,"
performances,
and everyone's
yes.
like, "Thank God."
Otherwise, no.
Like you know,
I had this urge to compare Nunes to Zirkzee. Like, वो लोग का Zirkzee है, but वो लोग is still better than Zirkzee.
He
no,
scores
oh my God, I was
some
just gonna say
1-2
he's so
bangers. He'll
much
score
worse.
once a while.
Like when Nunes has the ball at his feet, I'm quite confident that it will soon be a United free kick, like or a goal kick. Like I'm incredibly confident about it. Like I'm so calm. It's the one time during when Liverpool attack that I know the result already.
Yeah. But fair play to Lenny Oro when he came on. He made that tackle.
Tackle, yeah.
That was, dude. I was just trying to, the thoughts were running through my head. I'm like, what if he mistimed that tackle penalty? Though definitely. But what if Nunes just went forward? Would he finish it or would he fuck it up again? So I had those thoughts in my head.
Experiment for Liverpool fans.
Yeah, like
The reason
because
United could send their centre halves in the box was not only because Trent was shit, but because they were like, "Arey, Nunes is a central striker, forget it."
Do you think there was also an element in Euro's head where he was like, okay, Nunes has the ball. If I go with a slide tackle in the penalty box, 99% I'll get the ball because it's Nunes. Like the
Yeah,
margin
I
of
think
error
Yeah.
I think
has
वही
grown so much
वो
because of
intention से
Nunes.
खेला वो 100%.
Yes.
And
Uh,
dude,
I
I
have.
think
Sorry.
sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, go on.
अरे पहले आप.
पहले आप.
I was going to say, I have a secret theory as to how United did so well. Because this game surprisingly played out exactly like the, I think, semi-final FA Cup final match. It played out pretty much exactly the same,
Similar
and that
wavelength.
winner was going to be Maguire's shot, but of
Maguire's.
course it
Oh
was
my
Maguire,
god, dude.
your donkey.
Yeah.
uh, but and I think just before the match, Amorim called Eric Ten Hag and said, "Bhai, thoda tips dena, please. You know, I'm dating the girl you left, so thoda bade bhai, please. How do I deal with this?" And then he gave it. It played out in my head. It played out pretty much exactly the same. I think there the scoreline was 4-3. Here it should have
4-3,
been
yeah.
3-2 to United again.
3-2, yeah.
Yeah.
And with similar Diallo scoring.
Similar,
Diallo, I think, was also man
yeah.
of the match in that
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of
game, if I'm not wrong.
similarities.
Yeah. No,
So I think it was Eric Ten Hag's spirit lingered in this game.
Wow.
Ooh, it was
Yeah,
poor.
man,
I
that's
think
fun,
yesterday's
bro.
game was just fun, man. Honestly, it was
Yeah.
so entertaining. And yeah, one more downside. I think Liverpool really missed Soboslai yesterday, man. I think if Soboslai
Yeah.
played instead
Yeah.
of Curtis Jones, who had a fairly average game,
Yeah.
I think Liverpool would have some better luck, if not at least a better press. Because
Yeah.
Soboslai, dude, honestly, yeah, I mean, numbers wise, he's not up there, but he puts in the work and he's always on the move. And he's got so much stamina,
Yeah.
like fucking just charges everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
He's like a better Nunes that way.
Hey, everybody can't be a man. Nunes is a unique piece.
Okay, and
That's
also
so
true.
below in the scale of donkeyisms in football that he should just. He's like, he's like how you have Kelvin Celsius. Like,
Darwin Nunes, no. I'll tell you what my understanding of Darwin Nunes. Darwin, I love how his name is Darwin. Like
Yeah.
with the fucking theory of evolution coming
There
into
you
play
go.
here.
Nice.
Right. But Darwin Nunes, it's like God first created Luis Suarez and sent him to Uruguay. Right. Then Luis Suarez did what he did. He had the perfect mix of chaos and talent, because you cannot deny the talent that Luis Suarez
Yeah,
has.
definitely.
Finishing also.
You also cannot deny the racist nature that Luis Suarez had. Certain non-negotiables are there in that man, but fantastic player, right? Then God said, "Okay, I have done this. I want to recreate this specimen in Uruguay only. So let us create a slightly different version of Luis Suarez." एंड वो करते करते ना गॉड का कंप्यूटर रीस्टार्ट हो गया तो फाइल करप्ट हो गया एंड व्हाट इज कम आउट फ्रॉम द 3D प्रिंटर इज अ फक्ड अप वर्जन ऑफ डार्विन नूनेज who has next level chaos, none of the biting and none of the goals.
and just
Just the
none of the
chaos.
brains. I'm like, there are so many brainless decisions that he's making. I mean, that's the thing. The foul, the lack of shooting on target.
Yeah, dude. And
all
he takes
of those.
and it like takes forever for him to if there's like two people, one on his left, one on his right, or khali ek hi defender, do defender, dude, he'll take forever to make up his mind to pass. And like you can easily just pass it and run forward and maybe then shoot. But this guy just fuck's sake, it's frustrating, man. Sometimes
Yeah. You know how
I
in football theory they say you must provide options for your team players. Darwin Nunes is like, no, I should not. You should just not have any options.
I
Only
don't want
then you
opportunity
probably-
or I don't want to provide also nothing.
Yeah, he's not.
I just want to create chaos and bounce.
The best way
It's
to defend against Darwin Nunes is to give him space. That's why.
The best way to defend against Darwin Nunes is to not defend. You have to anti-defend. He is his own defender.
But guys, like I enjoy laughing at Nunes, but I still have a feeling now he's gonna score 1-2 important goals the second half of the season. I 100% sure of this. Like versus Everton,
other
but
team.
still like he'll score. I feel.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not
gonna
scored an
clip
own
that.
goal yet.
Clip it and save it.
Clipping that.
Darwin,
we'll see.
yes. Darwin Nunes on record. Darwin Nunes will score a few important goals, maybe just 1-2, but he will
Against
score.
Liverpool. That's my addiction. That's my.
But marega wo, dekh.
If we're talking about Nunes also, we mentioned Joshua Zirkzee. Rohit, you brought up Zirkzee. Now, there's a lot being said about Josh Zirkzee, because against Newcastle, which was a horrible performance by the entire team, Zirkzee was sacrificed at 36 minutes, which is humiliating. Then he went down the tunnel. Then apparently he cried in the tunnel. Then he was sent back out. And apparently there were some fans who were booing or whatever. And major scenes happened. Immediately Fabrizio Romano is on overdrive. Juventus want him in a swap for Dusan Vlahovic. Like, all of that is happening. Joshua Zirkzee wants to leave Man United. All of that is happening. He has now come out and said that he has no intentions to leave. He wants to prove himself. He loves the club, etc., etc. Right? Now, when he comes on, I love the fact that the United away fans who were there were immediately chanting his name. Even when he came out to warm up for the first time, they were chanting his name. When he was being subbed on, those fans were chanting his name. And for everything that I will say, or I have said about Trent, about Darwin, about Liverpool as a whole, I will also say on record, United fans are the most fucking annoying pieces of shit I have met in my life. Especially like the new ones who are WhatsApp fans. मतलब गोटे में इतना भी fucking knowledge
Someone
नहीं.
said it, man. Thank you, Amogh.
And that because every time fucking Zirkzee has a bad game, everybody over here is on his ass saying, "Oh, he's a fucking rock. He doesn't move. He doesn't do anything. He's a 9.5. उसको खेलने नहीं आता है." भोसड़ी के तू क्या कर रहा है भाई? तू मरोल में बैठा है. वो मैन यूनाइटेड के लिए खेल रहा है. Like, there is a big difference. Also, he's come to a new team, man. Like, it takes time for a player to adapt. As soon as he's come to a new team, he's seen a change of manager and a change of system so drastic. It is going to be tough.
It'll take some time.
But the fans who go to the stadium know what it means to support a player, and that's why those fans are the real fans, not these fans who are fucking on WhatsApp groups, fucking talking to each other, being like, "Hey, isko ye shoot karna chahiye tha."
These are the same people where I remember United's first game this season, Zirkzee scored, no?
Yeah.
They were the first. Oh, we have fine. He's arrived, and now they're like, please leave.
Exactly. Like, jazbaat badal gaye, waqt badal gaye. Like, it's that sort of a scene.
One of those.
Fucking, it's annoying. Although, having said that, do you think he should have passed to Maguire, or should he have shot?
Okay, literally
he should have shot, but then the fact that he passed to Maguire is a testament, I believe, to his low confidence at the moment. And so
possible.
he did what's best in like the team's interest. And Maguire, I mean, as much as we've shat on him collectively as a fan base over the years, he's been like one of our better players. And he's like goal scoring is not his prowess. That's not his. It's never.
I mean, neither was goal stopping, but just sorry.
I'm sorry, he stopped a bunch of goals, right? He had a better defensive performance than Trent Alexander Arnold, the best right back in the world.
He pocketed Haaland, okay? He made Haaland humble during the Manchester derby. He had a good Manchester derby, and that was fairly recent.
He did.
Let's not forget the good stuff.
Dude,
and again, defensively, he's been all right. I just like okay, it's kind of greedy for us to say that he should have won as a game. Like here, we are harping on like 8 point to if we would have like we didn't deserve to win because I know how arrogant we would have been at this point had we won. We would have been like as arrogant as we were when we won the Manchester derby. Like we thought that was a turning point. When we went and crash landed against Newcastle and Bournemouth and whoever else. So I'm not blaming Maguire here. It was overall it's a good. We had a good game. We played well. We showed a collective performance after a while. And I'm happy with the overall result. I won't blame Maguire for anything. And coming back to your question about Zirkzee, I think what he did was what he could do best. But I don't think I can expect anything more from Zirkzee at this point because his confidence is down in the dumps.
Mukesh, you were saying something?
I was just like thankful for all the actions that led to that moment because the United fans didn't boo and Zirkzee's confidence didn't go down. That means he would have had the confidence to shoot, which means if he shot, it was going in. Because Alisson was also having a shaky game. I don't know if you remember, just before in the last 15 minutes, there was a clean collection that he let loose for a corner, right? So Alisson was also nervous, and probably his nervousness was the fact that Trent is giving him a shit performance on the side. So if Zirkzee had, I'm just very thankful for all the good karma that I have done that saved my heart and my mind from just preventing that one. It was just a margin of error. This much anyway, this way, that way. this much more confidence if he had, and he shot, mental health gone.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah,
Man,
okay.
but
So
one therapist in Bandra would have gone up one more floor in his office or something. Like that much would have happened. I was not ready for that.
dude.
so I'll tell you what I thought about that. Right, like for confidence, forget. I feel like he made the right call in passing the ball because that
Yeah.
minus ball to the center of the box was the better decision because his angle was not great
Hmm.
and he had somebody covering him. So
Yeah.
it made sense because everybody was expecting him to shoot. There was an open
Hmm.
player there. It made sense to play that pass. The
Hmm.
problem is the pass wasn't a very good pass.
Oh.
It bounced a little in front of
yeah,
Maguire. He
it was
wasn't
little
able to
elevated.
set up himself well. And then to
Hmm.
add to the fact that he's a centre half who's not really a goal scorer, he's not a finisher, especially with his
Yeah.
feet. With his head is a
Yeah.
different thing. They don't call him slabhead for no reason. But
Yeah,
like if it was Bruno in that position and he missed, yes, I can understand being like, fuck off, dude, we could have won the game. But because it was Maguire in that position and he missed, I'm like, oh, good, at least you tried. Chalo.
yeah. Dude,
But
I was just hoping like Ahmad or like Garnacho or anyone, any midfielder was not in that place. Otherwise, that would Ahmad, if any of your strike front three would have been there, 100% is goal, 100%.
But their
I
And
front
feel
three
like
could have been Lisandro Martinez.
no,
Their front three.
Martinez also
Because
would
at
have put
some
that
point, I
in,
don't know
bro.
if you noticed, Gakpo was taking right back.
yeah.
Yeah, at one
Anything was
point.
happening in this game. Huh? Martinez
But
was in Amogh.
but I feel Nathan, you haven't watched enough of United. I don't think any of our front three would have finished that either. We've had some
yeah, that's
terrible
true.
luck
Yeah.
in front of goal.
Yeah,
So
dude. Also, Mukesh, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think Keller needs to be given more game time? I feel like every game Allison has started, he's conceded, as Liverpool have conceded. So maybe I think that's rotation needs to happen more often because I think when Allison was injured earlier this past season, few months ago, dude, Keller stepped up and he stepped up. He played very well. So I think
Mhm.
maybe Keller should be given more chances to start.
I probably won't agree because in this case it was very clearly defensive issues. Like if you notice, we dropped points once Konate got injured, and Joe Gomez was also a makeshift guy who sort of he was
Yeah,
not the
he's also
stepdad,
injured
but the
right now.
dad who stepped up. Right? He was a step defender who stepped up. But obviously you couldn't rely on him, and of course with Trent giving such awful performances, I don't really put it on. I wouldn't really put it on Allison, but given that Allison is injury prone and that Kelleher might be needed at any point of time, I would definitely start Kelleher for this Tottenham quarterfinal.
Yeah, yeah.
Also because like I wouldn't care for the Carling Cup at this point because there's only two
No,
cups
yeah, I
that
care.
matter.
Please, one trophy for slot needs, bro. One trophy he needs this season.
अरे तुम
Otherwise,
लोग तो ले रहे हो ना प्रीमियर लीग तो है तुम्हारे पास.
nay. Amok, I've said this. I'm gonna say it again. I'm waiting till March, maybe April. Bro, I'm not confident. I mean,
No, I
chal,
definitely don't think Liverpool's winning the title. By the way, I'm 100% sure about it.
What?
Uh, I know. I mean, if you have followed Liverpool in the past few seasons, you know
yes,
second half is when they drop points. First half is when they collect maximum points.
exact. That's one
Second
thing.
half is when
Second,
they drop off. Second half
hmm,
is when teams like City do really well. So I'm
exactly,
hundred
dude.
percent sure. I mean, my aim has always been top four. If
Hmm.
under a new
Dude,
manager with no signings you can get top four, then like that's my
I
victory.
predicted fourth, in like August 4th. I predicted fourth, which are going way better. You're first and
Yeah,
all, 6 points clear, one game in hand, fantastic.
yeah. So I
But
think it's
it
definite.
also depends. It depends on like Forest. Forest, yeah, they'll fight, but I don't think they'll finish like second, maybe third or fourth. I think Arsenal, Chelsea again. Arsenal is like our main contender right now. City, I still
Arsenal,
feel will
wow.
climb. City will climb. And given I just opened Insta and checked that this Baneri guy is injured, so another big
Uh,
blow for them.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm looking forward to that FA Cup showdown between United and Arsenal because it's
Yeah.
gonna be
So
one
to answer
fun
your
game.
question, I do think Keller should just be starting for the cup games. And
Yeah.
maybe when if you're playing other relegation teams, but I still prefer Allison because, like I said, uh,
Hmm. I just
our
felt like Keller has made also better saves when.
no, I never trust a stylo goalkeeper. Uh, I never trust a stylo goalkeeper. A really good goalkeeper will be like, "Arey, tu kya kar raha hai?" That's a great goalkeeper because that means like this, he's always there on where he needs to be before he's reading the game well. Which is why I would never pick a Ramsdale or even a Pickford, right? I would prefer uh, the boring ones or the cunty ones like Emiliano Martinez. Those are my only
Oh,
two
I
types of
love
keepers I want.
Martinez, man. My
Martinez
files.
is a character, dude.
Yeah,
I
like he's
have.
proper cunty, but he also never like he's not stylo. Like he's not
Ah,
diving for the sake of diving. He's
yeah.
position, he's trying to intimidate, all of that. But
Yeah.
he's not like, "Ooh, let me make
Yeah.
this for the highlights reel sort of a guy."
Yeah.
Martinez, man.
You make a very easy save and then you jump on the side just to be like, oh fuck, what a diving save I made. But I
Yeah,
haven't so
dude.
I haven't seen too much of Kelleher, but would you put him in the stylo keeper zone? Like, is
No,
he
no, no.
somebody
I'm
who
not
likes
saying he's
to?
a stylo keeper at all. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying because he said he made better looking saves, I said no, I wouldn't use that as a metric.
Ah,
I would attribute that to him getting Konate for a longer period of time, whereas Alisson's only gotten Joe Gomez and Trent. And both are not a good combination because one is injury prone and the other is slowness
right,
prone. He is
right,
lazy, prone to laziness.
right. All right. That about wraps it up for this episode because this was the big game. I'm not even interested in talking about the others. Man City won, Newcastle beat Spurs, yada yada yada. Fuck that. Postecoglou is going to get sacked very soon.
No,
But that is
yeah,
it.
I don't want to get sad.
Yeah, fuck that. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode of The Corner Flag. If you'd like to get in touch with us and tell us what you thought of this episode, you can find us on our social media. You can find Rohit on Instagram at.
Then Rohit George 09.
You can find Nathan on Instagram at.
It's Nathan Gomes.
You can find Mukesh on Instagram at.
Mukesh Manjunath.
And I'm on Instagram at Amogh and Mukesh. Also, the Corner Flag is on Instagram at the rate Corner Flag Pod. We have reels from our episodes as well. So, catch us over there. Give us a follow. Start commenting. We respond to every comment, even the bad ones. So please do that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@ the rate Corner Flag Pod. And also, if you like the old school medium of podcasting, then we are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. Give us a follow there and give us a 5-star review. Shout out to Kaizad Garda for composing our theme tune. And until next week, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Rohit.
Bye.
Say bye, Nathan.
See you guys.
Say bye, Mukesh.
Bye, guys.
And it's bye from me.